Welcome back, folks, to the K.O.E. Nation. Today we're doing things a little bit differently. There was a point in the very recent past where your King of Extreme, moi, and the one and only Tony G came together for a collaboration on even more reviews. But on a scant few of these videos, the video quality was not 100 absolute percent through every second of the video. There was a few moments where the video got a little choppy, and I know that is depriving you of precious seconds and pixels where you can see this gorgeous mug, and it is an outcry, it is an outrage, but we will persevere on, folks. So I figured I would just give this little preface as to why when you watch this video, there will be moments, mere moments, where the audio quality is perfect. So you will get every single beautiful sound and note from the summer sounds that are my voice. But there will be a few moments where you will be denied the full view of this gorgeous mug. I know, I'm sorry, folks, I'm sorry. But I figured for the sake of the world, for the sake of everybody, I would release these reviews to you anyways. So, folks, without further ado, let's get to the show. Welcome, one and all, to another Spirits Review here on the K.O.E. Nation. I am your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E., joined by my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only,
Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe.
We're here to review Redneck Riviera whiskey, a small batch whiskey with vanilla honey smoothness and a subtle oak finish. So I suspect this is going to be close to bourbon, but the makers wanted something a little different that they couldn't technically call it bourbon at that point.
Yeah, it's bourbon.
I might now. Apparently, this is John Rich's whiskey. Now let me know in the comments section whether I'm right or wrong. I'm under the impression that he's in the band Big and Rich. So this is a celebrity whiskey. This is the second celebrity whiskey we've ever reviewed, right behind a certain fighting Irishman. So let's see. That's satisfying. I got to give them credit on that one. They got a satisfying cork pop. 5-star.
Like that every time.
5-star cork pop. Going to give you just a little bit more than I.
Oh, well, thank you.
So, Redneck Riviera, work hard, play hard. Redneck Riviera whiskey is a full-bodied, delicately smooth spirit, perfect for when you are ready to get down. It's a small batch whiskey with bright notes of vanilla, oak, caramel, and a touch of honey. Enjoy a glass and take a little time to reward and simplify. 95% American light whiskey, aged 2 years. 5% American whiskey aged at least 1 year. Okay.
It's young.
So that's why they couldn't call it bourbon, is because it's a mixture of light whiskey and American whiskey. So, okay.
It's young, but it does have potential.
You still can call it whiskey. And actually, check out my presidential birthday series on Taft. President Taft was actually the guy that decided what makes bourbon, what makes whiskey, what makes a small batch, what makes any of that. Single grain, single malt. He was the guy who decided it. The rest of the world kind of adopted that standard. So, ooh, charred honey. You do get a char, don't you?
Yeah, a definite burnt whiskey smell.
But not in a bad way.
No, not in a bad way.
Doesn't
I'm not
taste
getting a lot of sweetness, but
I'm not getting like that Tennessee whiskey burnt.
No,
you know what I
no,
mean?
no.
Like you feel like you're going to be chewing on coal.
Maybe that's just due to the youth of the whiskey itself.
It is very, there's that, everything that said honey, vanilla, but also an extra char. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. So,
well,
shall we?
Bottoms up. Wow, that is light. Oh, a deep, sugary sweetness on the end.
There's some heat on the tongue.
Well, that sugar is, though, on the back end. It's not honey. I mean, it
like
said
cinnamon.
honey, but I don't even know about cinnamon. It's more of a...
I don't know.
Like a liquidy sugar.
Like a Szechuan, sweet and sour dipping sauce or something.
Maybe. That is really surprising.
Good whiskey.
Light. And
it's
crisp.
light, except on the back. On the back, it kicks you and reminds you you're drinking whiskey again, which is good because the front of this is way too light, which makes it dangerous because you can tip the glass a little more than you can with other. Because this one
can pour and pour and pour this down your throat. Goodness me, that is a drinking night whiskey right there, folks.
Yeah, this would be a great party whiskey. Card night. I mean, just passing this bottle around, people pouring it in their cocktails, people drinking it straight.
I think this is about the perfect temperature, too, a cool room temperature. You could definitely add ice to this, and I think it would really be ideal. But perfect temperature right here, right now.
I bet the ice would only cut the heat.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I don't even think it'd lose all that much sweetness. Because, there's a sweet heat to it, but it's very different from the last sweet heat we just...
Yeah, it feels like it's drizzled with honey, not like it's infused with honey. Drizzled with.
Yes, but, like, on the nose, I still get that barrel char, but I like it. So, for as young as this whiskey is, the fact that it's got this much barrel influence is well done. Well done, Redneck Riviera.
Cheers. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, and I'm going through this a lot faster than I thought I would.
Well, there's a whole bottle there. How are we grading this one?
3 scales and the secret question.
All right.
So the first scale will be as a whiskey.
Okay.
Then as a cask-aged spirit.
Okay.
And then your personal shelving. And last but not least, the secret mystery question. If you know, you know. If you don't, you'll find out.
All right.
So, as a whiskey, put it up against all the scotches, the bourbons, all the wide, wide world of whiskey, on a 5-star scale, 5 being the greatest whiskey of all time, 1 being, or 0 being poop, horrible, awful.
I want to go higher, but I can't because it's young. The clear potential is here, but a little bit longer aging, and this thing would really be spectacular. But for as young as it is as a whiskey, I'm gonna say I could go 3, but I'm gonna stick with 2.75.
Okay.
I could easily go 3, but I'm only doing that for selfish reason because it's so young. If I didn't know that, I'd say 3.
You are an age snob. Like 15-year is his Redneck Riviera release
release 15-year.
Release a 15-year once you get that. Yeah, he'll take a whole cask and he'll just be a happy man for years to come.
Be great.
Because I don't know why, whatever whiskey it is, 15 years seems to be his thing. Anything more, he likes it, but not quite as much as a 15.
15's good for the mind.
So, to me, I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to give it 3 stars.
Okay, I was hoping you would.
Spectacular as a whiskey, like for what it is. Now, again, the guys from Big and Rich, I have very low expectations of celebrity whiskeys. Okay, I just do. You're always, because remember, I'm a wine guy.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of celebrity wines, and like 3 of them are good. Like 3 maybe. Okay, so I'm used to lackluster. Like even the coach Mike Ditka has a wine. Okay, like everybody's got a wine. So the celebrity whiskeys, I come in with low expectations.
This surpassed them,
and this one way surpassed. Like this is actually like if you just want an easy drinking whiskey that's approachable,
it is,
and you don't want to spend how much did this cost?
This was a $20 bottle.
$20 for this? That is a tremendous value. If you and
you know what, you're right. It's 3 stars.
All right. Yes, thank you. All right. Now this one's gonna be a little different. Cask-aged spirit. So that includes, not just whiskey and bourbon, but also includes like your cognacs, your armagnacs, certain rums. It starts getting wide into the world.
We're talking 1 to 2 age year-wise, and
most 2 years. Even then,
for that, this is 3.5 for as young as it is.
Because I would cocktail this. This would mix great with soda, fruit juice, coffee. what have you. This would be a good, and for $20, tremendous value. I'm gonna agree. 3.5.
There you go.
3.5 stars as a cask aged spirit. Now we move on to shelving. So, Tony G, would you put this bottle on your top, middle, or bottom shelf? Can all things considered?
I was prepared to put this on the bottom shelf, but this is a middle shelf right here.
I have to agree that I was also prepared to say lovely bottom shelf whiskey for the price, especially. You can't complain, but for the price, I almost wonder like if this wasn't something that a very good distiller put together, and they just needed to team up with a celebrity to just like get it out there a little further. Like, trust me, man, just put your name on this. We'll get it out there. We'll both make a lot of money. I got a feeling that there's somebody who really knows their stuff about the distilling, and to get this much out of 2 years of aging is actually quite impressive.
I think you'll see this for a much higher price in the near future.
Now, it's the alcohol by volume is 40%, 80 proof. A lot of bourbon snobs be like, well, that's why it goes down so smooth. It's all water. And I'm like, man, 40% is plenty, man. So
Can be.
This is a fine whiskey. And for the price, so here's the question. When this bottle is empty, will you replace it?
Yeah, that's a great bottle at $20-$25 to have on hand at all times.
I will definitely do the same if I see one for $20.
Yeah,
I'm pulling the trigger on it just because this is a great well whiskey, and the people that you pour for it won't feel underserved or why are you pouring me the cheap crap? They're not going to say that because this drinks way above its weight class.
You can tell people this cost twice as much as it did, and they
believe you.
They wouldn't have questioned it.
I would believe if you would have told me this cost you $40, I would have believed you.
Yeah, you can tell them it's twice as old, 3 times as old.
Yeah, I wouldn't have batted an eyelid. Well, yeah, if you say it's 4 years, it's like, it's really hard to distinguish between 2 to 4 years. When you get to like 15 to 18, that's where you can get some real variance. But this, now I suspect this was just, some of their first batches, and over the years, Redneck Riviera, I suspect, is going to have some really interesting stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm interested in, oh man, could you imagine their sherry cask finish?
Ooh, that could be fun. This will be fun.
Oh, yeah. So, folks, keep your eye on this particular distillery over the years. I got a feeling they're going to have some amazing things coming down the pike. But, T, anything you'd like to say to the people?
No, this is very, very nice. I am very glad I came across this one.
Well, folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us for our review of Redneck Riviera, an amazing American whiskey. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, Phil K.O.E., signing off and handing it off to my indomitable broadcast partner,
Tony G. Cheers, folks.
Later. That's
pretty damn good for $20.
shocking. Like, yeah.